Welcome to NeverTalk. It's been a while, but that's NeverTalk. This is not your traditional talk show. This is the worst talk show ever, and I would know because I'm your host. Welcome. I'm Darth Eldon, is the Neverman, it's Forever Man, it's Whatever Man. I'm Dr. No Name, aka Uncle Wee-Eye. You can call me Levi. We got a good show here tonight. We got a good show here tonight. Up from the top. Okay, we got a good show here tonight, and it's going to have stuff on it. We're going to have someone on here tonight, very crucial person in Studio Neverman. Louis White, Chief Executive, Creative Consultant, very, very important person. And, well, that's the way it is. It is and it isn't. It might not be like I always said. It's here, it's there. The Christmas episode, back in Christmas time. I want to say, hey, disliker, I know you're out there still. And, you're a 70%. You know what I mean? You don't put in it all. You don't dislike every single video. But you try. You get out there and you try. And that's what's important, you know what I mean? So, and I love that about you. Thank you, disliker. And I have a question for you, disliker. Are you subscriber 41? I just want to know, are you the same? Are you disliker, the disliker? Are you subscriber 41? Check it out. This person started subscribing to me and then unsubscribing. Subscribing and unsubscribing. But, something, it's weird. Like I'll have it started way in the 30s or something. Like I call it subscriber 41 because that's when it became solidified in my mind that maybe somebody was doing something. Because it was like I'd have 31 subscribers, and then I'd have 30, and then I'd have 31, and then 30. And it was like someone was subscribing just to unsubscribe. And if you're out there and you're listening, subscriber 41, let me know if you're the disliker. And if you're the disliker out there and you're listening and you are subscriber 41, let me know that too. But we're gonna move on, and we got some good things for you tonight. We got our guest. We got a new segment called I'm Glad. We're gonna sneak peek a picture video music picture looking sneak peek teaser. We're going to look at a couple things. We're going to see some stuff here. And you're on NeverTalk. Well, you're watching it. Commercial break.
This never, don't miss, a story about love. A romantic comedy brought to you by Studio Neverman.
Hello. How are you doing?
Okay.
Enjoying the view?
Yeah.
And if I join you?
Sure.
Star-crossed lovers never fell like this before.
I just farted.
A bridge built between two hearts on a bridge of farts.
You smell my fart? I'm a professional fart sniffer. I sniff farts. For me, it's all about farts. It's all big fart. All the cosmic fart. That's what they call it. Have a nice day.
Fart at first sight.
Oh, yeah. Hi. This is a moment I'd like to take It's a new segment called I'm Glad. And these are just a few of the things that I'm glad about. I sure am glad that I don't have to feel like my personality is controlled by some system that somebody else made up. I'm glad I don't have to be what that system says I am. I'm also glad that I don't go around meeting people and judging them by that system and letting that dictate who I think they are. I'm glad I give people the opportunity to be more than just that. I'm glad that there's a guy in Australia giving water to koala bears. I'm so glad there's a dude that is farming coral and putting it back out and planting it back out on the reef. I'm glad there's a guy filling up watering holes for wild animals in Kenya. Those are some of the things that I'm glad about. Hi. Yeah, this is NeverTalk, and I just wanted to take a second to take a look around at the room. This is the first and last NeverTalk to be done in this setting. And that is when we will this. But I also wanted to. That's the next episode. Well, you'll see. Studio Neverman is moving into another. This is the last time that Studio Neverman or NeverTalk will be. Rein it back in. I wanted to rein it back in. I wanted to rein it in. I wanted to rein it back in. Rein it in. Me. Because I need to tell you something, everybody. You need to be doing your buttholes. Men out there. You need to start doing your butthogles. It's good for your prostate. Butthogles are like the female Kegel, or Kegel, or however you want to say it. Women be doing that shit. Men need to be doing their butthogles. You just need to clench your butthole over and over again. And, don't do it too much. Don't overdo it. Too much of a good thing could be a bad thing too. But just make sure you're practicing that, clenching your butthole a couple times. Do your butthogles, because that's what's right. Let's welcome her to the show. Welcome her to her first ever NeverTalk. Here she is, Louie White. So welcome to the show. This is your first time on the show.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that doesn't even. But anyway, so you're Louie White, the Louie White.
Yes, I am.
Chief executive of Studio Neverman, a Neverman production.
You
right?
know this, but you guys don't.
Okay.
So yeah, this is great.
So I hear you got your toes in a lot of projects at that place, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
We just came up with a new song.
Oh yeah. So this song, I hear you have some sort of picture clip thing.
It's called Stand Down, and we're working on the music video currently. In the early stages of that, but it'll be coming out rather quickly.
Okay.
But why don't you just roll the clip?
I'm supposed to say, that's the part I'm supposed to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, roll the clip. You don't.
Stand down, stand down. Motherfucker, put your hand down. So stand down, stand down. Motherfucker, put your hand down.
Wow, that's impressive. It's just a little clip, and it's like a tease.
Yeah, exactly what it's meant to be.
But it is coming, and we will drop that
just to get you
here
guys excited,
for the first time ever. Its premiere, the music video, right? Am I right?
We're plugging the
premiere
music video right now.
will drop on the next NeverTalk. Not this NeverTalk, but the very next NeverTalk. You will see that. What I like to do each time, for every time we have a show, is like to get in the minds of my my guest. I was thinking like we could, tell a story and then pick from these names or random things.
Like a Mad Lib.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mad Lib. It's
like
a Never Lib, if you
Never
so to
live.
speak.
I
Never
like that. All right.
So we're never living right now. All right, so. I don't know. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start to give you, kind of show you how this thing?
I think I get it.
You got this? Okay.
All right.
This.
So, once upon a time, there was
a boy, and you know, he had a really great life, and then my own butt yelled at me.
Wow. That is crazy. That's crazy, because that reminds me of this one time. I was driving in my car, and I was out there, and it was so beautiful, the way the moon was coming down, and like, you know, it was a rare sight, you know. I could hear like all the animals and the nature and stuff, and then turds fell out of my ass like waffles, and I smelled my own butt.
Get out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that just totally reminds me of the time I was getting my nails done, you know, and it was one of those situations, like, I don't do that a lot, right? But, like, I just was like, treat yourself.
Yeah,
and then,
well, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve this.
12 buttholes right to an ass store. Like,
yeah, wow.
When does that happen?
Yeah, that's how rare that was, right?
Yeah.
That thing that happened. That's cool because it also reminds me of a time when like I was really young and I was out with like all my friends, and I remember I was like, I don't know if I was mad or angry or happy or something, but I remember telling one of them, I looked them right in the eyes, and I couldn't help but to burst out loud, "You've got to be kidding me," I said.
I know exactly.
Yeah, because like something happened. I mean, I didn't tell you what happened that made me say that.
Yeah,
but like I looked at him and I was like, "Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me," you know?
I pick up what you're putting down there, you know, and like I have this friend Mindy, and she's just, you know, over the top, and I've been in those kinds of situations before. You know, like this one time we're out to dinner, and then
I think we all have that friend named Mindy.
Don't forget to eat your bootios. Is what she said to me, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" I love bootios. Like,
because that's exactly what happened to me. It was like that's what I said. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" But you know, the thing was, I'll tell you what happened that made me say that to my friend. Well, what happened was I was like, you know, right before that, I looked at him and I was like, you know, he said this to me. My butt farted and sounded thirsty. And that's why I was like, man, you gotta be kidding me. Because his butt was thirsty, you know?
That reminds me of when my grandma died, and I was just so devastated.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, it was like my stomach was in knots, like, for months, you know, about it.
Yeah.
And then I realized my zipper was down the whole time.
Oh, so that was that feeling.
Yeah, it was just like a shame.
It was like you were humiliated too. Like you're walking around with your zipper down. Not only did my grandma die, but I was just
walking around. Monty in front of
sad.
Everyone, you know,
that's sad.
Funeral.
You know, like that reminds me of this one time. You know, me and my brother, we were hiking up this mountain. And then he goes and he turns over this stone, and then under the stone he found this old map, and it showed like it was hard to tell where the map led, but it did say something really clearly.
Oh yeah, what did it say?
It said, "I busted my head open when I fell on a butthole."
Oh,
yeah. So maybe that's why that's what happened. He lost the map.
Yeah.
In that area, maybe that's exactly where that guy, he was like, he wrote on the map. Yeah, he probably died right there. He probably said, yeah, I busted my head open. My butthole.
How many times have you actually seen, like, the chalk outlines?
Yeah.
You know, walking down the street, and that just reminds me of that time downtown where I was like,
I see those chalk outlines.
Died, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, like, I just thought to myself, I just peed myself.
Oh. Well, those chalk outlines, they get up off the cement and they walk around.
Yeah, it scared the living pee out of me.
One day,
what's a girl to do? You know, it's not like guys where you can just go, you know, to a bush or a tree or whatever. You know, like, I just had to pee all over myself because of the chalk outline. It just was threatening.
Yeah. Well, that's because those chalk outlines, they get up, they walk around, and they go around and they tell people, it's crazy. They're yelling at them and they're telling them, all of a sudden it started raining spaghetti and meatballs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah, it was weird, huh?
Oh.
And like, not only were chalk outline men walking around, but the chalk outline man was like, oh my God, it started raining spaghetti and meatballs.
So they were never hungry, even in their deceased existence as a chalk outline.
Yeah, because they didn't.
That's wonderful.
They were fed,
you know?
Maybe that's why you peed yourself.
I think that's why. Like, I didn't realize that, you know, at some point in the world it would be raining spaghetti and meatballs,
Yeah.
but that's a pretty,
ended world hunger.
Big deal. That could definitely affect your bladder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, go figure.
You don't want to get kidney stones.
No.
So you did that.
It reminds me of a dream I had, and like, it's hard for me to remember my dreams, but this one was just so weird. I just realized I shouldn't take candy from strangers.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Here at Studio Neverman, Coda is always trying, my dog, is always trying to be a huge part of what's going on.
Yeah, he's a main star
Every single
here.
thing. He's like a big star of Studio Neverman.
But he knows not to take candy from strangers.
And he knows, that's what he was saying. He's like, that's the first lesson, you learn, That's the first lesson, but the second lesson you learn as a dog and as a person,
obviously it would
as a person is, one eye rolled in the back of my head and got stuck.
Yeah, because you gotta be careful, like, your attitude.
Yeah, that's the second lesson you learn.
Your exterior mannerisms.
So first,
your facial expression, cognitive dissonance, like, all those things are important, and you have to recognize and realize that there's boundaries.
It's a metaphor.
You can't let yourself get that upset to where one eye will get stuck in the back of your head.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, but I'm explaining it rationally and literally, because, that's a real thing that happens to people.
Wow.
But this has been great.
Pretty interesting. It's great to have you on the show. I'm glad to have you on the show, and I can't wait to have you on when maybe we'll have
maybe the next episode where you premiere my video. Maybe I could be on that one again. But I don't know. I have a really busy schedule.
Yeah,
so
we'll see. I have a really busy schedule too. I was like, man, I don't even think I'm gonna do this. And I was like, I'm so cool and popular. I was like, I got all these things and events and stuff I have to go to, all these dinners.
Right, I feel it.
And then I was like, man, I guess we'll do this, So
well, I'm so glad that we did.
Really lucky.
I'm really glad that we made time out of our busy schedules to have this little episode here. It's just been great. Thank you so much again.
Thank you for being on the show.
That was the best.
And we'll see you next time.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you for watching NeverTalk.